We were talking about medical issues. I had those as a kid, but nothing near as bad as my sister. My sister, I love her, 6 months old, she got diagnosed with ALL leukemia. I know. She's still alive, don't worry. I'll get to that. But basically, at that time, this was all new, experimental. It was the 90s. Like, Clinton was still president. We didn't know what the hell we were doing. So, she went off to Riley. My mom went with her. I went and lived with my grandma. That was a bit of a change for me. My grandma was a nice little craft lady, had yardsticks laying all over the house, and because one kid had to go and get cancer, she inherited an ADHD 4-year-old who had just watched the Power Rangers movie. So she's worried about one kid dying. Meanwhile, I'm chasing her cats around the house like, white tiger! Ah! I don't know who needed therapy more, me because my mom left or her because of me. It was not great. But eventually they found out I'm a perfect tissue match with my sister. So I can give her a bone marrow transplant. Thank you. I'm awesome. It wasn't a hard decision. They looked at me and said, Charlie, your sister's life is on the line. Do you want to be a hero like the Power Rangers? I went, hell yeah. They put me under. I don't remember any of it except for waking up with like this just searing pain right above my ass from where they took it out of my hip. And she had this weird bag that looked like Jell-O hooked up to her, and they were all like, oh my God, you saved your sister's life. And I'm like, I kind of want Jell-O. It worked, it took, and it led me to my very first joke I ever wrote. Because a few years later, when her hair had come back and she was a beautiful, kind, young little girl, she put gum in my hair. And I told her, you don't realize you are literally a pain in my ass. I put my ass on the line for you. Frankly, I worked all the ass material to death. The word was banned in the house after that. But she's doing all right. Couple of weird things happened with that. First off, her blood DNA changed. Her blood DNA reads as me, male, Charlie Burkley. She goes and gets a blood draw, like when she found out she was pregnant. They're like, okay, congratulations, you're pregnant, and you're also a dude. Led to my greatest speech ever I got to use as a big brother. Because I knew that she's in high school, she's dating. I got to go and meet the guy, I got to do that. I'd sit him down and be like, that's my only little sister. I almost lost her once in my life. I hope you know that. It's my blood that literally runs through her veins. So if you get any ideas about trying anything, it's kind of like you're doing it with me. And they all ran away! Till we got to the last one. She's married now, she's got kids. Love them all, love them to death. And I knew my brother-in-law was the perfect candidate for her when I gave him that speech, and then he went, all right, bend over, big boy, let's see who's better. All right, let's talk about something a little controversial. We'll go there. Let's go politics. Now, where are my Republicans at? It's Plymouth, I know. Where are my Democrats at? There's more than I thought. We don't have to run. Where are my Libertarians at? No, it's understandable. It's been a real rough month for them so far. I don't know if you know, but the government made it so you had to show your ID to be able to look at internet porn now. Like, Libertarians, I always thought you had big balls, but now I know you do. You're just out there. The younger Libertarians don't know how to handle it. They're all finally visiting their grandparents. They don't know why. It's because they all go down to their basement and go hunting for analog porn like horny Tomb Raiders. I found a Playboy from '78. Let's go. Let's get out of here. My family, they're all very Republican. I'm more of a libertarian. I lean a little to the left, yeah, fair. Frankly, I just want to be able to smoke pot and carry a gun at my gay friend's wedding. I don't think that's too much to ask. Thank you. The rest of them, though, I'm basically Nancy Pelosi's girdle. I'm just the last thing holding all of it up, and if we could get it out of the way, everything would be fine. You guys watch that debate? Yeah, who is right? I don't know. I think they produced it wrong. We had a bad first run. We're going to reboot the franchise. Here going forward, I know they won't get rid of these two candidates as much as I want them to. Why don't we just switch it up? Let's get the announcers from UFC in there. Let's get the boxing ring guy in there for the next one. We got 2 more debates. Start it off fresh. Have them come out like, let's get ready to stumble! I want to see these 2 crusty old farts fight over the last Werther's original. It's gonna be great. At least better than what we had, because that was not good. Like, no matter who you like, they were both real bad. Trump lied the whole time. The whole time, and not even well. He lied like a toddler lies to their parents. I'd sit there and be like, Donnie, did you draw all over the wall? He'd just be there like, definitely didn't draw all over the wall. Whoever did though, immaculate art, great. I'd buy it, put it in one of my hotels. It's a really good piece. I didn't do it, I might have done it, I definitely did it. I didn't do it. You got Biden on the other side who can't make it through a sentence. He's tweaking harder than any of the factory workers that I got up in Goshen. Sitting there like, well, you see the problem with America. And I'm just like, oh my God, this is not gonna go well. Come on, wrap it up, buddy. Let's just get you off TV and get you an ice cream. There's one shining star of that whole thing. And that is the dude who wrangles Biden. That guy, I don't know where they get him from, but I think I figured it out. I was at the Elkhart County 4-H Fair the other day watching the kids show pigs. This has to be where they get him. Because they get that stick and they follow him along like, no, Mr. President. Mr. President. He gets away from you, you get him out the call, just ice cream! He'll come running back. It's great. It's great. Have fun watching the fair with that one now. So I have some affiliation with Goshen, as I said. I actually work in Goshen. I love it. I like the culture out there. You know, we got some good Mexican food, and this is a body built by tacos. My boss, on the other hand, he's not so much of a fan. He's a kind of the big build the wall kind of guy. He's got a signed picture of Donald Trump up on the wall that he paid for. Yeah, it doesn't go over well in Goshen. A lot of Latinos. And you know, sometimes we get some accidental business. Now, I took Spanish all through high school, all through college. So my boss comes to this gringo to translate for him. He goes, how do I tell them they need to go 2 doors to the left? Or you just say, lo siento, necesito dos puertos a la izquierda. He wasn't getting that. No way! This dude can open a PDF maybe on a good day. He was not about to get all that. I got in late one day. We had some accidental patronage, and he looks at me and goes, hey, how do I tell him to stop bothering me? And I didn't think that went through. Because I look at him and I say, you just say no me molesta. For those of you who doesn't get it, neither did he. Now whenever we have a Latino walk into the business, he just walks up and screams, don't molest me! Don't molest me! It worked. They don't bother him anymore. But my boss is my dad. Yeah, I'm a nepotism hire. Go Irish.